I'm the strongest there is. Maybe I'll do like Crasher Wake and use the same kinds of Pokemon. Alright, hi. I've landed the most fish in the world. I'm next. The most fish caught by Fisher Eric. Eric, last name Cartman. Sending out Goldeen. It's a Goldeen. What can you say, but it's a Goldeen. I'm gonna Razor Leaf it. There you go. Alright, alright. Opposing Goldeen has fainted. Goodbye. Goodbye, farewell. That's Gyarados. Okay. You... I'm not crazy about. I think Betty should be okay. Substitute. Weird, but okay. That is not a move I expected a Gyarados to have, of all things. Well, let's headbutt the substitute. Hey, crit. And the substitute is gone already. Whoa, hold on. Okay, we just had a bit of an audio glitch in my ears. And now my audio is desynced on the screen. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case on the recording. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry, emergency pause time. Okay, that was awkward. I think we're alright though. I'm not sure if there was anything visually going on with the footage there. I'll need to actually take a closer look at it. Yeah, there was a weird... My computer had a hiccup, it seems, and there was a weird slowdown in my ears and with the audio for a second. I'm not sure how much of that actually showed up on recording or not, but I think we're alright. Everything seems like it's running normal. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, alright. Headbutt. We're headbutting stuff. It's fine. Okay. Alright. Huh. That was strange. But I think we're okay. I think we're alright. Barboach. Hi. Okay. Sorry. That threw me off a little bit. So, hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully the footage is alright. Yeah, okay. Just a weird hiccup. Okay. Being number one in the world doesn't mean a thing. Now that's a negative outlook on things. Hi. I figure I got too wrapped up in fishing and neglecting training. Yeah, maybe. Button. Alright, now... we go down this way. Alright, so yeah, if we hit that button, we won't be able to move. We hit that button instead, and now we can go down here. Sorry, now I'm paranoid and like checking my recording bits and bobs. Probably gonna be checking that far too frequently. Like the raging sea, I crash down and wash away everything before me. That's just how I roll. Alright, if you say so. Sailor Samson. Sailor Samson sending out Shellos. Sailor Samson's Shellos seeks seashells on the seashore. Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf and you. I can't believe it. Goodbye. You are a Shellos. That's all there is to it. You are a Shellos. Ah, Wingull. Okay. I shouldn't be too afraid of this Wingull, honestly. But I'm afraid of this Wingull. I am terrified of the tiny seagull. Yeah, okay. You know what? Plate, get out there. I think you'll be fine. We have Psychic Steel versus Wingull, who's roosting when its HP is full. So, alright. Rain Dance? That's quite the dance you have. It's raining indoors now. Powering up all that water. I'm gonna scramble your brain all the same, but there you go. I really want Plate to evolve. I really want a Bronzong. Soon, maybe soon. Zebra wants to learn Flame Wheel. Okay, that's pretty cool. Flame Wheel is physical. I do like having Flame Charge for speed boosting, so let's get rid of Ember, I'd say. I still like having the Flame speed boost. And Shellos, okay. Psychic? Yeah, I'd say Psychic. Only about half. And we're confused. Crap. No, not dealing with that. Switch back to Timmy. He should be okay. I think we'll be alright. Pardon? That's not going to do you much good. Because I'm just going to use a special attack now. Mega Drain! Give me your soul. Goodbye. Farewell, Shellos. You have been destroyed. You and your seashells by the seashore with Sailor Salmon. Sailor Salmon? Do you eat salmon, Samson? Alright. I am now becalmed like a waveless sea. You're very poetic. Alright, but with that, the way to the gym leader is in fact open. How are we doing? We are in pretty good shape here. Just realized Plate doesn't have an item. Do we have anything interesting for you? Battle items, no. Where are the held items? Here? Yeah. Oh, we can give you a Mind Plate. Or an Odd Incense. We have several things to help you. Huh. Right. There's some PP ups to work with. That's actually pretty cool. You know what? You're not the Pokemon that's supposed to have the Odd Incense held, but we're going to give it to you anyway. Power up your Psychic-type moves. I think we're good to go. I don't foresee having too many problems here, but we'll find out. Welcome! I don't get challenged very often. The glory you are now beholding is the Pastoria Gym Leader. That's right, I'm Crasher Wake. My Pokemon were toughened up by the stormy white waters. They'll take everything you can throw at them and then pull you under. Victory will be ours. Come on, let's get it done. Alright, Crasher Wake. Let's see what you got. Challenged by Gym Leader Wake. Sending out Gyarados. Okay. Not a great first one to go out against. Yeah, alright. So, with our attack getting lowered, not too many options to really fight it off, and the threat of potentially flying-type moves, I definitely think I want to swap out here. Interestingly, the levels of this gym seem to be pretty equivalent to the levels of the last gym, too. Probably because they're so close together, all things considered. Well, I haven't noticed anything super spooky or scary so far, anyway. Let's switch in Betty. I think Betty should be fine. Ice Fang. Yeah, that would have been bad news for Timmy. Okay, because that is now double super effective. Alright. Let's headbutt. Quick Claw letting us go first. How much damage are we doing? Alright, over half. And flinched. Nice. Good job, Betty. Another headbutt should do, and another Quick Claw. Aw, yeah. Betty is gonna take you out. Gyarados, neutralized. Scoodle growing up to level 34, though, and Plate to level 33. Very cool. Sending out Quagsire. Okay, this is actually be more optimal for Timmy, but, do I want to do the swap in? I think Betty should be okay for right now. Another half damage, and another flinch! Betty coming in with the flinches. Nothing. You got nothing on Betty. Betty MVP. Most valuable beaver. MVB. Hey, that was a good move. And Floatzel. Yeah, Floatzel is your signature here. Definitely gonna be headbutting again, does it say? Oh, you're faster. Not bad. Oh, and now we're getting flinched. Shoot. That's not good. I think we should be alright, though. Headbutt! You ain't ready for that, son. Oh, you got a berry, huh? Alright, alright. And not gonna do too much good. Challenging me to a flinching battle, I see. This is where it gets exciting. Alright, Betty's pretty low on health, though. I don't trust these things not to have ice-type moves. That's the biggest thing. We are going to swap out just for the sake of Betty's safety, I think. Stripe should be okay. Alright, but ice. Crap. I think we should be alright still. We're going to Intimidate to knock down its move. Aqua Jet. Alright. Nah, it's not going to do too much to us. He anticipated the switch in. Do I want to go full close combat? Do I want to finish this off with a close combat? I'm pretty confident here. I'm pretty confident we're going to be fast enough and we're going to be able to knock it out. Let's do it. Close combat! Yeah! Okay. There you go. Can't deny the close combat. Betty growing to level 37. Very well-deserved level up for Betty there. It's gone and ended. How will I say this? I want more. I wanted to battle a lot more. We did it. Alright. Another gym badge in the bag. And Blade's evolving. What? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Bronzong! Plate evolved into Bronzong, heck yeah! Bronzong status added to the Pokédex. The Bronze Bell Pokemon Steel and Psychic type, 4 foot 3 inches, 412.3 pounds. It can summon rain clouds. People long ago revered it to bring us the bringer of plentiful harvests. And wants to learn Block. I mean, it has its uses, but I don't want it. I don't think I want it. It seems the Undertow pulled me under, but I had a great time battling with you. You've earned this. Our gym badges look cleaner. Does the water clean it? Clean them? We got the Fen badge from Wake. You need the Fen badge to use the hidden move Defog from your Pokédex. There's a special reward, and these are a special reward for me in recognition for your team's power. We obtained stickers, yay! And TM55s. I think that's Aqua Jet? No, Brine. Okay, that's right. It inflicts double the damage if the target is less than half their HP. Use it to end battles decisively. I do like Brine. I think... Hold on. Brine is a physical move, right? No, it is special. I bet he can't learn it. What? Betty's a Bibriel. Bibriels are supposed to learn everything. Oh, that's upsetting. I was excited for that. Oh well. Oh well, alright, that's fine. The styles of battling and winning are widely varied as trainers are. Do you want to know how I battle? I battle so I can say I had fun in the end. Whether I win or lose. That's a good outlook to have. Alright, we got ourselves another badge. Seriously, did they get cleaner? No, they're still gross and dirty. Okay, that was weird. Oh well. They looked cleaner. I'm not crazy. Oh, Sparky, you beaten the gym leader. How was it? Did you enjoy your battle against Crasher Wake? Sure, winning's important, but don't forget to have fun too. I think Crasher Wake showed you what I mean by fun. Alright, but cool. Cool. Heading into the Pokemon Center, getting some heals in. Alright, cool. I have only been theoretically recording for a little bit, but that's because I had to pause partway to check my recording stuff. So I am going to take a break right here, and I'm going to look a little more into the Great Marsh and see exactly what I want to do with that. We do need to head in there to get Defog, so I think I'd say now is a pretty good time to try and decide how I want to handle it. So, I will be right back. Okay, so we have the topic of the Great Marsh to cover. I double-checked what generally rules are for safari zones in Pokemon games, and there is like an optional rule where you can count basically each section of the safari zone as a different encounter area for a Nuzlocke. This is done partly because there are lots of Pokemon typically that you can only catch in the safari zone. There are exclusive captures and things like that. The Great Marsh is a little different than regular safari zones, though, so I wasn't really sure how that rule would apply to this. I'm gonna have to actually go in there and kind of take a look around and figure out what's up. We can use the binoculars here to spy on different areas to see what kind of Pokemon we might be able to find. I mean, a lot of the time you'll see fairly common captures, but there are some Great Marsh exclusive Pokemon in the area. I know a really big one is Carnivine. I believe you can only really capture Carnivine in the Great Marsh. There might be a couple others too, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. Anyway, we still need to go in here regardless in order to get Defog. We go in, we get our Safari Balls, and we have 500 steps to usually catch as many Pokemon as we want. And the different marsh areas are designated by signs here. That being said, we can use the tram here to go to different areas. There's 6 different areas in the Great Marsh. And also, the Great Marsh has two different designs depending on what game you're playing. It was redesigned for Pokemon Platinum, like all of the areas. And I actually don't know which Great Marsh design this game uses. Either Pokemon Diamond and Pearl or Pokemon Platinum. You can take the tram, go up to different areas. And it's hard to say what really counts as different areas. I mean, we have the signs, obviously, but I don't know. Considering... Okay. Trying to formulate my thoughts here. Considering the fact that when you... It's not like other Safari Zones where the different Safari Zone zones would be divided up into distinct maps. Like in Kanto, in order to get the special prize from the Safari Zone, you had to go through several different distinct areas in the Safari Zone in order to locate, I think it was the HM for Surf way in the back somewhere, if I'm remembering correctly. But here, the Great Marsh is just one big map, split up between vague areas. There's no real, like, defining route switching, like if you're wandering around on the world map. It's just one all-encompassing area. So I don't know if something like that would really apply to a Nuzlocke run. I'm gonna say, and this is, you can treat this when you're doing a Nuzlocke however you want. I'm going to say that I am going to allow only one encounter for the Great Marsh as a whole. My main purpose here right now is to try looking for Defog, which is in Area 6 here. And if we encounter one new Pokemon as we're wandering around the Great Marsh, I will count that as my encounter for the area, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. That being said, it's also more difficult to just catch Pokemon in general in the Great Marsh, because you can't battle them first. But, whatever. We're gonna poke around Area 6 here. Oh. Apparently Defog is just right here. Okay, I thought it would be a little further in. That was easy. Anyway, yeah, let's just... We're gonna go ahead and see if we just could find something new here. That's a Marill. I'd say that counts. We can't battle the Marill. We only have the options to throw a Safari Ball at it, bait it to convince it to stay, but make it harder to capture. Throw Mud at it, which will make it easier to capture, but more likely to run away, or we can just leave. I am just gonna huck a Safari Ball at this Marill and see what happens. I don't think we've had Marill before. I don't think we've seen Marill at all. Yep. Okay. And, yeah, that's it. I don't know, I feel like if this was one of the earlier Kanto games where there was, like, definitive map changes between sections of the Safari Zone, I would feel more comfortable kind of bending the rules and counting the different areas of the zone as different areas. You know what I mean? But seeing that this is really just one big map for just one general area where you can catch Pokemon, I mean, you can find different Pokemon in each of the different areas, typically. That is what the gimmick of any Safari Zone is. But considering that this is one big general map of the Great Marsh, I am going to count this as my encounter for the Great Marsh, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know, it just is... It's just how I am feeling most comfortable treating this area under the Nuzlocke rules. You know? I don't know. When you're doing a Nuzlocke for your own, interpret that however you want. I'm not going to fault you. There are a couple vague rules that I've kind of bent, like with the Grand Underground and things like that. But, yeah. Now, speaking of the Grand Underground, we can actually go underground again, can we? Because we got a new gym badge. Huh. Anyway. Meryl! The Aquamouse Pokemon, Water and Fairy type, which was a new typing added to Meryl in Generation 6 when Fairy was added. In the original Generation 4, this would have just been regular Water type. 1 foot 4 inches, 18.7 pounds. The tip of its tail is filled with oil that is lighter than water, so it acts as a float. Meryl, what's your name gonna be? Female Meryl. Your name is gonna be... Nina. I don't know why. You just kind of seem like a Nina. There you go.